Hello, thank you so much. I can't sing, dance, I just talk. So, hi, thanks so much. I'm stoked to be here in New York. I'm from Australia. Is there anyone here from Australia? No, never mind. I'm from Perth in Australia, which is the most isolated city in the world. You wouldn't know it because nothing happens there. Although we were just voted. We're pretty excited, you might want to strap in for this. Perth was just voted the shark attack capital of the world. So, thank you, we're pretty excited. Seven people were eaten in Perth last year by sharks. It's like the Hunger Games, we don't know who's going to go next. It's like, will it be an old person, will it be a child? I hope it's mum. It's very exciting. So I like to go to the beach, I call it the arena. And I just pull up a chair now and I wait. It happens so often. I'm like, oh, who's it going to be today? So that's exciting. I'll take her. That bathing suit's a crime. So I'm stoked to be here. I'm doing my show. I'm a comedian. I'm doing my show Rock God, which is basically just a storytelling show. Ironically called Rock God because I'm trying really hard to get famous. It's not going so well. At this point, I'm just telling people in New York that I'm Bindi Irwin in the hope that that'll help me sell tickets. Or Nicole Kidman, I don't mind. But this happened to me recently. I was at home in Perth over Christmas going for a jog. And I should apologise for my voice as well, by the way, because I have an accent, but this is not a normal Australian accent either. Like, people in Australia find this really annoying as well. Like, I wake up most days and I go, oh my god, who is that? He is so gay. Oh, it's me. So, it's not a good voice. But I was at home in Perth over Christmas going for a jog, and this is how, I've done a whole bunch of TV in Australia, but not enough for anybody to know or care. And I was going for a jog, and this child on a bike, which I assumed he'd gotten for Christmas, knocked me over, and his mum went, Callum, leave that poor lady alone! So I didn't even realise I'm male at this point, so that's going well. But my show Rock God is all about your heroes and people that you look up to, or you looked up to when you were younger, and it's all about writing letters to your, because I used to write letters to all my rock gods, all my heroes, and I don't know how as a celebrity you could ever get tired of receiving a handwritten piece of fan mail. Like, that takes commitment. Like, if someone has to buy a stamp, I wouldn't even know how to do that. And so one of my first heroes when I was younger was a tennis player called Kim Clijsters, who was obsessed, like maybe one person knows who she is. I was obsessed with her when I was 15 years old. She was a Belgian tennis player. She was world #1 for many years, and I was obsessed with her. Like, I even got in a fight in grade 9 English class with a boy called Michael Parker because I had clear contacted pictures of Kim Clijsters at the front of my English books. I think that might have been a bit of a red flag for Mum that day. Mum, get the scissors. And a lot of people joke that Kim Clijsters looked like Princess Fiona from Shrek, which broke my heart because I thought she was the most beautiful woman on the planet. And I remember this one day in grade 9 English class, I got in this big fight with Michael Parker because he grabbed my books and tore them and said, she looks like Princess Fiona. And by fight, I mean, like, I said something sassy to him and then I hid in the drama department for 4 years. But I was so obsessed with Kim, this is really sad. I was so obsessed with Kim Clijsters though, that I had a Kim Clijsters pen pal. It gets a lot worse. I was 15 at the time. We met on a fan forum online, kimclijsters.org. My username, this is really tragic. My username was backhandboy_62. Yeah. And not let that sink in. And apparently there were 61 other backhand boys as well. And I would literally, and I was like 15 at the time. Like, most boys were like getting home from school to like have cyber sex on MSN. I'm running home like chat on forums with like strangers overseas about Kim Clijsters' latest hamstring injury. And I met this guy on there named Alex. And I don't know anything about Alex, just know his name Alex. And we decided to kick things up a gear. And we gave each other our email addresses. And we started emailing all day back and forth about Kim Clijsters. And then that wasn't enough. So then we gave each other our home addresses and we started cutting stuff out of the paper about Kim Clijsters and posting it back and forth to each other. Right, which once again, bit of a red flag for Mum that day. But Mum, I'm leaving for school. Oh, that reminds me, don't throw out the paper. I need that article about Kim's new eating plan for Alex. Oh, can you make risotto for dinner? Kim says risotto's really good for you. What's that? A girlfriend? All right, I'll look into that next week. I am flat out. And I even got to meet Kim Clijsters because when I was maybe like 16 years old, I was a ball boy, a ball kid at the Hotman Cup, which is Perth's version of like the US Open, but very tragic, like tens of people go. And, I was a ball boy, and I had to wear like the full, like sun smart outfit. I had the high socks and the little shorts, and those caps, those Legionnaires caps, the hat with a flap. Which I'm just going to put it out there. I would rather get skin cancer than wear one of those hats. I think nobody in the room would disagree. They are the worst hats in the world. And I got to meet Kim Clijsters because one day when I was 16, I got to carry out the Belgian flag for her before her match. And at the time, she was dating Leighton Hewitt, who was our very famous Australian male tennis player. Like, nobody liked him. And very similar to Cole Kidman sort of situation. And I was carrying the flag out, and Leighton was nearby. I think he was playing later. And Kim Clijsters is now standing behind me, and I'm about to walk her out for her match. And I'm so nervous. Like, I love this. I'm obsessed with this woman. I'm like 15 years old, walking the flag out. I hear the Belgian anthem start, which means we're meant to start walking. And I'm like, well, I need to say something. I love this woman. And I keep walking, and then I panic, and then I walk a bit more. And eventually, I just turn around. I don't know what came over me. And I just went, Kim Clijsters, I love you. I love you so much. I think you're the best tennis player ever. You're so beautiful. I think you're so wonderful. I wish I could play tennis like you. And you're too good for Leighton. I was 16 years old in like a Legionnaire's cap. You're too good for Leighton. I don't know why I said that. And she bent down and she said something to me in Belgian. She was like, oh, chocolate waffle. I don't know. Anyway, my point is, I never stayed in touch. Well, I never met Kim Clijsters again. But I wasn't actually asked to ball boy after that as well. But as I said, receiving fan mail is, a handwritten letter from someone is so special. And I just want to end by reading this letter to you that I received at the end of last year. As I said, there's nothing more exciting than receiving a handwritten piece of fan mail. I got this, at the end of last year. Dear Joel, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for being unashamedly who you are and never backing down. For a long time, I was, I think, a little ashamed of who I was and worried about what people might think. You made me see I didn't have to be. After I saw your show in Sydney earlier in the year, I marched straight home and told my parents I was gay. It was 11 at night and they were in bed, so that was awkward. They took it really well though, and a month ago I introduced them to my boyfriend. My mum got drunk and asked him if he preferred Beyonce or Katy Perry, and then proceeded to put on the album of his choice to make him feel comfortable. Aww. By the way, my mum likes to drink too. Could give your mum a run for her money. Oh, my mum's an alcoholic, I don't need to say that. Anyway, hope you're doing great, and once again, I just wanted to say thank you. I'm a new person, and I can't thank you enough for it. All my love, Alex. P.S. I've attached something you might like, just for old time's sake. That's Kim Clijsters. It was my Kim Clijsters pen pal. So, we're engaged. No, no.